Fucking piece of shit. Gave me such a hard time to go live. Like, what the fuck? Stupid ass thing. Swear. All right, cool. I think I might. Right. See what happens. Hey, Barbie. Good morning. How you doing? You know, it was a couple days ago. I'm doing good. I actually wanted to talk to you about something now that I have you here by yourself so far. The other day I was live and I didn't even remember I was on live because I got so caught up in watching a burglary in Bermuda online. And usually here it's the same culprits. And one of the comments on there said, some foul language, and I repeated it. And then I caught myself and I saw that you were in here, but I don't know if you heard me say anything because I deleted the video right away so I wouldn't get in trouble or anybody heard me say what I said. So if you did hear it, I apologize for my foul language. But I got so worked up after seeing that video that I was so mad that I said, a certain slur. But I'm not, I was just reading the comment. You did not? Okay, good. I'm glad you didn't hear it. Because I knew you were in the room because you said good morning, like you always do. And then when I said what I said, it only said 1-1 like it says now. And I saw you and I said, fuck, I hope Barbie didn't hear me say what I just said because she might think different from me. So I'm glad you didn't hear it. But I'm sure if you did hear it, you'd be like, wow, Mark, what the hell? And then you probably would agree with me. But I shouldn't have said what I said, and I'm glad nobody heard me. And I deleted it right away because I didn't realize I was online. But the only person in the chat was you. But I guess you must have said good morning and then disappeared, or it didn't go through. But I'm glad. But I just didn't want you to think different of me because of what I said. Because what I said was not appropriate. But I didn't, I try not to say certain words and certain things on here because it can get me in trouble. And I was so mad watching this. Yeah, I know. But I just wanted to, let you know that if you did hear it, I apologize for it, because I didn't mean to say it. I said it out of anger. And, we say certain things sometimes, out of anger, words that we shouldn't say. And I shouldn't have said it, but, I said it out of anger and I was just repeating it because I saw it. And then I was like, oh no, I'm live. Fuck, I hope nobody's in here and heard me say that. And I clicked to my tab, and you said good morning, but it said 01. So I think you left. You must have said good morning and then just ran off and then probably came back and said, Mark's gone. But I had to delete that video right away because if anybody heard me say that, they probably would, you know how people are, they're sensitive. And they would have called me names and all sorts of shit. But thank God nobody heard me because it was inappropriate of me to say it, even though I meant it in a way because I can't stand those type of people and what they do. So I called them a slur, which they call themselves. So it's not like I did something extremely bad. Yeah, but I said it in the next live. I was like, I apologize, Barb, if you heard me. But you never said anything. So I'm like, yeah, she probably didn't even hear me, thank God. But even if you did, you probably would have agreed with me anyway. I mean, I was so mad just to see these guys rob this person, and it was just sad. And I just reacted out of emotion and repeated the comment that I saw. So anyway, I'm glad you didn't hear me, and I'm glad that, nobody else did because no one else complained or said anything to me. So thank God it happened when nobody was in here. But I have a bad habit of looking at things while I'm online, while I'm on here. So I was like, oh boy, that's not going to go well. Because there's so many sensitive people out here, right? and they'll take that shit literally what I said. But I was saying it out of anger. And I really was saying it out of anger because I was so pissed at watching these three bastards rob this guy, you know? Yeah, I know. But I'm so glad nobody heard it. I'm glad you didn't hear it. I know you wouldn't give a shit anyway, but I wanted to apologize if you did hear it because, I know how people are. And I know how you are, and I know you're not like that anyway, but I just wanted to, just in case it offended you. I just wanted to make sure it didn't. So that way I can clear myself from any misunderstandings. Because what I said is how I really talk in real life anyway. So I just don't talk like that on here. But, it's like a Bermudian slang type of slur. So it's something we hear on a regular basis. But, the wrong person in here at the right time can make me seem like I'm somebody I'm not, which has happened in the past. I've explained things and then people think that I'm that and I'm this. So I don't need that extra drama, if you know what I mean. I know. So do I. So we have that in common as well. But, I said something that, will hurt someone's feelings. Put it that way. And you know me, I don't give a fuck anyway. So, because people talk like that on a regular basis and I don't care. Like, I'm not really apologetic when it comes to saying things anyway, because I'm only telling the truth. But I had to catch myself. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm live. If the wrong person heard that, I'm going to get in trouble. But no one said anything to me, and I was grateful that no one did. So I was like, oh boy, that's not going to go well with somebody. But anyway, yeah, I don't care. It's over and done with. I just wanted to clear that up. Because that's how I am. I never want people to think of me as, fucked up for saying shit like that. But like I said it out of anger. Because I'm sick and tired of people in Bermuda. Like the same culprits, the same people do it over and over and over. And like you're the first ones to complain and the last ones to do anything about it. And then you're robbing your own people, your own race, your own kind. And then you're blaming everybody else for your problems. So that's when I said what I said on here. And then I caught myself afterwards. I'm like, oh boy, if somebody heard me say that, it's not going to go well. So I don't want people to think that, I'm a different person than what I am. But everybody knows me anyway. They know how I am. But yeah, now that I've cleared that up, I feel better. People are like, what did you say? I said, I can't say what I said because I'm going to get in trouble. Fuck. That's why I didn't say it. That's why I deleted the video. If I say it, I'm going to get in trouble. So I'd rather not say it at all. Is that where it usually doesn't come out of my mouth like that? But like I said, I was reading the comment. And then I got emotional and said what the comment said. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, yeah. But, like, I don't want to, like, I'm glad you didn't hear me. Because it's nothing that I'm proud of or nothing that I want to say on a regular basis, But I do say it every now and then when I'm with my friends, obviously. But that's a whole different ballgame. But you know how people are on here. They can take what I said out of context, And then it could have recorded me saying it. And then I could have gotten in a lot of trouble. So thank God Spirit was there for me. and covered my potty mouth. So sometimes, you get caught up in the emotion and you say things that you don't mean, but you're just repeating what you see. So that's the only thing that I was worried about, was someone hearing me and then judging me and saying, "Oh, you really are. You're like, you don't like these people, and blah blah blah. Yes, you're that. You're this. You're that." Little do these people know that I'm allowed to say certain things here because of where I'm based and what I do and who I'm around. But people don't understand that part. Like you said, they need to get a job. But either way, I'm just glad that I got away with it and nothing happened, because it would have been another problem that I have to face with people judging me for saying something. Because that's what usually people do on here. They judge me for what I say. I don't really care what they say or how they judge me, but I just don't feel like going through the rigmarole of dealing with it. People just saying shit and, aggravating me or whatever. So I've had enough as it is. Last thing I need is somebody to aggravate me for what I say. So I'm glad. I'm glad it ended. All right. All my dishes are washed. Now I can make my breakfast lunch. I took my mom to the grocery store today. Oh, hey, Tanya. How you doing? You good? I took my mom to the grocery store this morning. It was raining, pouring rain. We had to stay in the car for a couple minutes so the rain can go. Otherwise, that was fine. We were good. So yeah, I'm gonna make I bought a nice croissant yesterday at the store, a homemade croissant that they make at the bakery place. So I said I'm gonna eat that for my lunch tomorrow with egg and bacon. That's what I'm gonna do. And my mom, she was making soup when I left. I left her house like about maybe, I don't know, like over a half an hour ago. Her and I were watching some cooking shows and stuff. And I ended up getting a few things I needed. She got her groceries, so she's good to go for the week. She had her birthday yesterday, so she's good. She seemed kind of wonky today. She says she's not really. She says that some days she gets sleep and some days she don't get none at all. So I feel bad for her. It's nothing that I want to see her go through. I feel bad. I feel bad for her every day, and she feels bad for me because I said, Mom, I'm in the same boat. I'm home fucking alone, no dog. I said, I wake up and there's no dime in there. I'm pissed. I wish I would have never put her down, and sometimes I don't know like what to say or to do anymore. And then I don't want her to suffer, and you're caught between a rock and a hard place. Like you never know, like if you really did the right thing, or just you did, but it's like it's hard because you start to miss them, and you're like, well, but I can't say that. I can't say certain things. Yeah. Did you ever get the car fixed, the alternator? Because I remember you was telling me about the alternator. I got myself a nice croissant. See? It's a nice big croissant. Yeah. I remember you said your car, the alternator was messed up, but did it get fixed? Hopefully it did. They went and tied this damn croissant up like it's gonna run the fuck away. The hell? Like really? You have to tie up this shit like that? Like this shit ain't going nowhere, bro. Just put on a twist. Like what the fuck? Oh my groceries, man. This thing's like all tied up. Fucking thing ain't got no legs on it. It's a nice croissant, though. It's pretty thick. You gonna see that? It's pretty cool. Okay. Put that on there and toast it up a bit. You're good to go. Hey, Lucky. Yeah, go for it. Eat something. I'm gonna make egg and bacon with a croissant. I got like 3 strips of bacon left. So usually I would give some to Diamond, but that's not the case. So I got that. Right. Got everything I need. Boom. Eggs, mayo, cheese. Combine, boom. Good to go. Ready. A Wendy's burger and fries. That sounds good. I like to toast my croissant too. The alternator was turning when they looked at it. Broke down Saturday. Had someone finally put a tester on it. I'm still waiting to see if they know what's wrong. Oh, okay. Shit. This croissant's actually pretty big and decent. It's actually not bad. That's why I got it. Because the place that I get this croissant from, I hardly ever get it because there's no parking where it is. So it's very annoying to park there. So that's why I don't go there often. If I drive across there and I see a park, I'll pull over and park and go inside and get. They have like really nice pastries, and they have croissants and like I got this from there too. It's an apple crumble tart. I ate one yesterday. I'll eat the other one today. It's like an apple crumble tart. They're really nice. Yeah, I got that, and I got the croissant from there, and I got my mom's cake. Like they bake cakes, croissants, apple tarts, brownies, all sorts of shit. There we go. Croissant's nice and toasty, ready for action. I gotta fry up my bacon. didn't bake a cake. I just told you I went to pick up a cake from the shop, from the baker. It's half chocolate, half vanilla. It's not your fault. That's the cake that we got from my mom. Half chocolate, half vanilla. And we got her some flowers too. And some hair gift certificates. It was really good. The cake is very soft and moist, and it was really, really good. Really good cake. That place that does the cakes, they're really good. Yeah, the cake looks cool. Oh, okay, good. Well, at least you got transportation and stuff. It sucks when the car or something breaks down. My dad's bike that he gave me, it's not in good shape. I just rode it just now. It seems a little okay, but I have to take that to the shop too. It's always something, man. So I got to take that to the shop at some point in time. They said the mechanics are still out on vacation, so I have to bring it in next week. I don't really need the bike like that anyway. So I'd rather use the car because it's winter time now anyway. Yeah, it's nothing like using your own car, you know? It's like me. I don't like using my sister's car. I like using my van. I'm not the type of person that likes to use other people's, vehicles. I like to use my own. But that's good that you got people that you can depend on if you need transportation, if you need it, like that. A beast. Yeah, my old car still exists. I sold it to my friend, so he still uses it, but he doesn't really take care of it. He's let it go into shit because he's always broke. I can't be bothered to be dealing with people like that anyway, so I don't even give a fuck anymore. At the end of the day, it don't belong to me no more. So you can do whatever you want with the things that I sold you. I could care less. As long as people know that when I had it, it never looked the way it did. So I ain't got nothing on my conscience about it. I could care less. I remember I had a black Mitsubishi Turbo 2-door car, my first car, and I sold it for like $2,000 because it was already like 18 years old. Because when I have shit, I make sure it lasts, and I take care of the car, I take care of everything, and make sure it runs well, and I get it tuned up. As soon as I gave it to him, he got into an accident about 6 months later, and the whole car got wrote off. And I was like, well, there you go. Certain people just can't have things. Oh, you got a Chevy Spark? Oh, cool. My mom and dad had a Chevy Spark, like the newer version. It's like 4 years old. Like you have the Spark, and now you have the next one, right? So they got the updated version. But my mom and dad had a Nissan Sentra for 22 years, and then someone sandwiched my mom and dad, and the guy from behind hit the car, hit the other car in front, and my mom and dad's car got totaled. And then they got the Chevy Spark, the new one. It's one of the best cars here, like most reliable small car. It's a small car, but it's very reliable. I have my van. It's really nice. I like my van, but I don't like the sensors. Like just now when it was raining, the back windshield wiper came on by itself, and it scared the shit out of my mom. It's like, oh my god, what the hell is that? You hit something? I'm like, no, mom. That's the windshield wiper. It when it rains, it senses the rain, and it triggers itself. She goes, oh my god, I was worried. I'm like, no, mom, it's okay. This car is stupid. I hate it sometimes. I like my car, but I kind of don't like the sensor crap. Well, there you go. I got my croissant with my egg and bacon. I'm going to go eat that. This is my lunch and breakfast. So I'm going to get out of here and go eat it. And I'll probably be back later on and hang out. Yeah, my washing dishes and cooking show. Because after this, I'm going to go to my workshop, and I'm going to go paint my DJ table. I got to go put 2 coats on that. So I'll be back later on at some point in time. I'm trying to take it easy today and just relax. The weather's not that great either. It's been raining, rain, sun, so annoying. But I'll be back later on. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming by. And this is the best cooking show ever. All right, bye, guys.